What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the Band of Bothers podcast. I'm Joey Mack, and this is the Thanksgiving special, and we are so excited to dive down into a little bit of what goes into the holidays, and especially those delicious dishes, and the ones that you can't even stand to see. You're going to hear a little bit about family conflict, which I'm sure you guys are all too familiar with and can relate. But you know what? Why waste any more time? Let's get Brandon, Lewis, Dante, and Kurt in here and get this bad boy started. All right, what's up, everyone?
Good evening.
How are we doing?
Living a dream.
Living a dream? You sound overly enthusiastic.
All right, let me bring it down a little bit. Just living the dream.
Right now it's a fucking nightmare where this thing is going.
Oh, listen, it is rough. I know everybody's got stuff going on. We've got families in town.
Yes, we do.
It's that time of year, holidays right around the corner. So, how's everybody dealing with the travel? How's the family getting along together at the houses?
It's definitely, as far as I'm concerned, it's a little overwhelming. I mean, I only got a few people here tonight, but as the days progress, more and more people are showing up, and we're packing them into a 3-bedroom house where we don't even have the room, but we're gonna make do. We've got air mattresses, we've got memory foam. I mean, we're gonna be camping indoors basically.
Jesus Christ.
That's fucking awesome.
So holidays around the corner. We're gonna be getting into some good eating times. But back on the family stuff. So I know Lewis has got family in town, but what about everybody else? Everybody else got travels they're doing. They got folks coming in. You going other places? What are we doing?
I'm flying down Monday morning, staying there
Nice.
for a week, then I'm coming back up. So yeah,
Very nice.
Very nice, very nice. Where are you staying? Where are you going?
staying with my mom's. It's her birthday week.
Nice.
Oh snap! Oh, we got
Nice.
another birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Oh, God, no.
Oh my God! I used to
to
like Marilyn, not anymore.
Happy birthday. Okay. Yeah, I think that was as sexy as I can get.
You call
But
that
that's
sexy?
cool.
God, I feel bad for your girl then.
For
Oh,
real.
no, bro. I'd do the deep voice for that one.
Mm.
So that's on the west coast, Florida, right?
Yep.
Nice. We look at that as the less fortunate coast, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That got hit pretty hard by the hurricane, you know?
Oh yeah, it was rough. Now, quick question, because I know up there it is absolutely horrible for as far as weather goes. You ready to feel those real nice 70 and sunny temperatures?
You know, I'm leaving. Today was like 30 degrees. Yesterday was like almost -4, but just 10.
Wow.
So
Jesus
yeah,
Christ!
I'm ready to fucking leave for a bit.
Like my nipples got really hard just now when you said -4.
let me put it this way. When it was I had some groceries to do Saturday. When I look at the temp, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Tomorrow's 30. I'll just go tomorrow. I'll just suffer in the house with barely anything to drink. I'll make it work. I don't give a shit. I refuse. I just refuse to go outside. I've been outside all week in the cold. I just wanted to stay a little bit warm, you know? Just a little bit.
Dude, I lived in Mass for like a year, bro, and found out what real winter was like. There's no way in hell I'd live anywhere where you get snow 6 months out of the year. That's ridiculous.
It's not that bad. It's just like you have to put on layers and layers
Yeah.
of clothes. And that takes time. And it's
And
a mental thing. It's like, do I really want to put in that many layers right now to just go
Yeah.
out for like 10 minutes and then come back? This is one of the things.
I guess it's easy to put layers on, but like with this Florida heat, you really,
Mhm.
you really just can't take enough clothes off without a misdemeanor at the very least to get
Yeah.
cool, you know?
Yeah. You can only be so naked
Oh,
to
yeah.
beat the heat.
Exactly. We got family in town. We're traveling. We're all together. So that's going to be, this is also the time where you have some really interesting, like family situations developing, some really nice heated arguments and conflicts.
Oh, absolutely. That's guaranteed in my family. So stay tuned for next week.
Oh, bro, that is the one like underrated thing about holidays is the petty things that you find to get into arguments about with family that you only see like once or twice a year.
Mhm.
Exactly.
So what do we got for family? I want to hear some family stories. I want to hear some family argument stories. Have you had one so far, or what's the
No, so
craziest shit?
so far so good. I mean, last night, we stayed up. Well, I stayed up till midnight. Everyone else stayed up till like 4 o'clock in the morning, playing board games and what's that game called? Heads Up.
Oh Jesus,
Oh.
yeah,
Oh
heads
my
up.
God, that was so. While we were doing that, we were doing tequila shots. So that became
Jeez.
very interesting.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
why you
and
went to bed at 12 too, isn't it?
yeah, I went to bed at noon at midnight. I was like, I can't hang with you people anymore. I'm going to bed.
I was
But
gonna
they
say
stayed up
12.
till about 4:30 in the morning.
12 is like 7 hours past your bedtime.
Yes.
Damn.
Once I get my early bird special, I'm ready for bed.
Speaking of early bird special, bros, I know we gave you hell last week, but this morning we wanted to go to the mall down in
Right.
Palm Beach Garden, and we
Okay.
wind up, getting dressed because we had a lot of errands to do, and we forgot that the mall didn't open until 12.
Wow.
Driving around down there trying to find a parking spot. We're like, there's a lot of parking spots. It was raining. We're like, oh, it's because it's not even open yet. There's so many parking spots. So
Good job.
we drive around the block a little bit and we see Chili's. I'm like, Chili's opens at 11 a.m. So we can go in there and get some lunch. And we roll in. We wait in the parking lot for like 15 minutes because Lindsay don't want to be those people that walk in as soon as it opens. So we give them like a 15-minute grace period. We walk in. We're sitting, and almost at the end of our meal, which at this point in time is like 11:30, 11:45. This walks in, and they're probably in their late 70s, early 80s, and they just look at us like we're on their, like we're in the wrong part of town at the wrong time. What do you guys?
they give you
doing
the
here
look?
for? They gave not only did they give us the look at the empty bar, right? Empty horseshoe style bar. They sit right beside Lindsay and I. Like fucking right beside us, like a show of force,
Hey, listen, these old timers are promiscuous. Maybe they were swingers. Who knows? They were trying to hook up.
Bro, I don't even want to say the type of bodily injuries that would happen if we swung with that couple of their age. There would be some torn ligaments at the very least.
Yeah.
Kurt, what about you? You've got a pretty big family, bro. I want to hear some interesting war stories from the holidays.
Kurt.
Did he is
Kurt.
what's happening is what I think was gonna happen.
Sounds like it.
So I don't even want to edit this out. I want to just bring to light what happens when you're a dad at home taking care of kids and you have an obligation to a podcast. You're
So-
still there in spirit, at the very least. So whose ass did you have to beat that time?
Nobody. They're just upset.
You sound a little out of breath, so there must have been a lot of yelling involved. So we want some details, big guy.
Kurt found out how to use the mute button.
Um, none yet. They all took off running back into the room.
Oh,
I
well,
got
running.
So-
Oh, then the threats were made then.
So they came outside the room. Oh,
So
okay.
now- So now they're crying because they can't come out yet.
Jesus Christ. Next thing, all you hear next is silence and
That's it.
No,
So
they'll be
I'm
fine.
guessing what the iPads broke down, no batteries. What? They just wanted to come outside.
oh, there we go again.
Oh, there goes again. Yep.
Yep. Never mind.
We lost
Daddy
him.
duties. Daddy duties.
I guess
Uh,
the iPads didn't charge. Anyway, moving on.
I can hear
Moving on.
Fortunate Son playing in the background as Kurt goes off into battle. Well, we'll just act like Kurt's not here for right now.
Okay, well, let's move on.
But it looks like Kurt left us.
Oh, he left us.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
I think he might have gotten punked by one of the kids. Who knows?
Oh.
I think that's what happened.
What happened?
Jeez.
Oh, that's what happened.
Oh, there
Yep. The end.
I am back.
Are you
What
sure?
happened?
For now.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This might
Well,
be
let's
a 30-minute podcast to an hour.
Yeah, so
Hey, listen.
Shit
I
ready.
mean, this is a good theme for the holidays. This is a
Well,
good
this
setting.
was gonna be a fun and interesting episode, and now we just got all this brilliant material that's working its way into it
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
organically. We don't even.
Yes.
I didn't even have to write this. This is just stuff happening.
But yeah, I don't have any war stories.
No war stories
No.
So wait a minute. So we waited all this time
for a no. I don't have any.
for a no. I have no war
I
stories.
mean,
Kurt, I'm gonna call bullshit and 7/8 on that. I know you have war stories.
He's got too many. That's the problem. He can't figure
There.
out one. That's probably the real talk right there.
We're gonna have to circle. We're gonna have to circle back on that one.
Yeah,
then.
we'll give. Yeah.
Well, I guess aside from that, so one of the things that I wanted to touch on during this podcast, I hate to kind of break it down into a more serious note, but with the holidays coming up, unfortunately, we dive into a lot of deeper issues as well between family. To things normally they either are bitter or very sweet in the holidays, and I just want to know, like, what are some things in your experiences that holidays tend to bring up as far as family issues and stuff like that people are dealing with. If you guys have any experiences.
Well, as far as me, family, our issues always come to light during the holidays from our childhood. The bad times we had as kids, growing up with our parents. Although they did the best that they could, we went through some hardships. So, for some reason, all the siblings get together and they talk about this stuff, but the stories are never accurate. Everyone's got their own version, and I think that's what stirs up all the arguing and all the fighting. So I can tell you, like, there's been plenty of holidays where I've gone into with my brothers and sisters about, even with my mom growing up, that things didn't happen the way they say they happened. I'm not that black sheep they thought I was. So when I give my version, it's always the wrong version. So that's what stirs up. And then, of course, alcohol's involved. So it gets ridiculous. And then the next day, funny as hell, the next day we're sober and we're apologizing to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to say that.
Alcohol will
So,
bring it out. That is
yeah.
for sure. I'm sure Brandon and I have some times where we can definitely say we recount stories different.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially you.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen. I didn't point any fingers. I said both of us.
Yeah, but I'm pointing fingers. I'm gonna say it's you.
Well, we can agree to believe different truths. See, there it goes already, right there.
There you
Story,
go.
story,
You go. Being different already.
Being difficult already. All right, moving on. Next.
What about the rest of you guys? Kurt, what you got?
You actually went back to Kurt?
Okay, Kurt. So we meant to say Dante, not Kurt.
All right, so I just want to give a shout out to Kurt, who won't be joining us tonight due to some logistical issues around the house.
I'm so glad our tagline is the shit show, because my God,
bro, it is.
This is a
absolutely
big
so.
shit show, and it's
Yeah.
funny. I'm having a good time just laughing.
I'm sure everybody else will enjoy listening to this absolute fucking chaos.
3 kids with 1 dad
Oh yeah,
and a couple of dogs. Yeah, he ain't gonna be on this thing.
three 80 to 90 pound dogs.
Yeah.
God,
And
yeah.
not
apparently
even
some
little-
dead iPads.
Oh, bro, and that's the
I'm
worst.
telling you.
Oh,
I told him to
absolute-
charge it last night. I was like, bro, make sure your shit's charged.
You know what's funny too? Like, if you don't have kids, you can't even realize that this is just a normal thing. Like, he, in his mind, has accepted right now that, yep, this is happening. Nothing I can do. Because that
Yep.
iPad dies or that phone dies, it's almost like they take a hit of crack that you don't know about, and they just fly off the damn wall.
Yeah.
That is the truth.
The thing is, like, I don't know, I love the kids. I really do. They, if Kurt is busy, that's when they want him. When he's not busy, they're all in their own little la la land, like real talk. But as soon as he needs to do something, that's when their mode is like, daddy, 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 all at once.
Kids
Not
basically
one, but
have
all at
Call of
once.
Duty timing. Kids have Call of Duty timing. Built right in.
And
Yeah.
that also includes the spouses, because
Yeah.
every time I want to play a game, suddenly I have a chore to do.
You know what's funny is like when you're in now places like it really makes more sense talking about in like restaurants and like say church even and stuff like that. Like it is so normal now to see parents giving phones and tablets to kids at restaurants, at functions, weddings, and stuff like that, and even with no sound. Like, oh,
Yep.
bro, what it does just to engage your mind, and even if it buys you 10 or 15 minutes of like uninterrupted quiet and you can feel normal, oh, it's the best. And then all of a sudden they remember that they aren't just there on an iPad just hanging out, but there's actual things going on. And then all of a sudden it's like someone kicked a fucking beehive.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to say like R.I.P. To Kevin Conroy. We didn't get to touch on that one. Or Batman.
Batman.
growing up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man,
And then Jason David Frank today. Tommy,
the original
Tommy,
green,
yeah.
White Ranger,
green, white, black from Down on Thunder, red from
Mhm.
like
Turbo,
Power Rangers, Zeo, Turbo. I mean, just the list goes on. The man's
Did you say
been-
caramel?
Like yes, like the
said
list goes
caramel.
on. No, like Power Rangers, Zeo, and
Yeah, that one hurt though.
that one hurt me too. That hurt a lot.
That one
Yeah,
did not
it is
expect
what
that
it
at
is.
all. You know.
Yep.
Suicide is a bitch, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It
man,
is.
and it hits home, man, because I'm sure everyone, whether it's a friend or family member or even an acquaintance, someone's lost someone
Right.
Yeah.
because of depression or drugs or whatever the case may be. So
And
it is a
gets,
sad time. Yeah.
Yep.
and it gets a lot worse during the holidays.
Yes.
Oh, God, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming into Thanksgiving now. It's go Christmas is right around the corner, and that's another
Yeah.
thing that within this now we're talking about the family stuff, the family issues that come up during the holidays. But another thing like this, people dealing with loss during a holiday, people dealing with a pretty big transition, and it can really make or break a person depending on how strong they are. I didn't know if any of you guys have any experiences dealing with loss around holidays, and trying to keep up traditions that you may have that person, especially like a parent.
Yep.
Sometimes it seems like the rest of the family kind of loses their way if they don't have, the people that kind of held things together. And unfortunately, a lot of families start to grow distant. What do you guys think about that? Any personal experiences?
I agree 100%. I mean, the holidays are the toughest, especially, especially when you have issues with family members throughout the year where you guys are not really in contact. And it's not because you guys have busy lives, it's because you've had issues in your lives together. So you choose to stay separated. So around the holidays, it gets a little bit worse. It gets a little bit more intense. Me personally, I've experienced it several times over the years, not just my family, my wife's family. And for me, it's the best thing to do is try to make amends with family members during the holidays. Let them know that although you guys have your differences, you're always there for that person, and show them the love that even though you're upset at them, show them the love that you genuinely have for them.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't hurt. You can be mad. You know what? I'll be mad at you, January 2nd. But for right now, I got nothing but love for you. And my doors are always open for you if you need to talk, if you need to shoulder the crying, if you just want to bullshit, talk about whatever happened during your day that maybe stressed you out. My doors and my ears are always open to you. After the holidays, you could go back to being upset at each other and try to work it out, as best you can.
Yeah. Well, very well put. What about
Thank
the
you.
rest of you guys? What about you, Dante? Especially being in another state, like with the holidays and stuff like that, and with family, keeping in touch with your family down here. Like, how does the relationship go living so far away from family and things like that?
Yeah, like, do you get lonely?
It's rough as shit.
Yeah.
I that's why I try to go down Thanksgiving every time for Thanksgiving if the job allow it, but we can't really do it on Christmas time.
Right.
I made the mistake celebrating Thanksgiving up here, and it's not that great. You go to like friend's house, but then you're surrounded by food and drinks, and then stupid, and I mean stupid political talk, and then
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just I not want to be part of that. When I'm back home with my family, we don't talk about political things. We have a good
No.
time. We just chill, laugh, and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Christmas time, I just video chat with my mom as we open up gifts. That's the best way we can keep in contact.
Yeah.
That's about it. Yeah, no, I refuse to do another Thanksgiving up in this motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Shit right now. It's
Yeah.
like, no.
What about the traditions? What kind of? I know you say you come down here for Thanksgiving. Do you guys have any traditions you do while y'all are down here? Do y'all have like certain things you go do during the visit? Anything like that?
No, like my tradition, like no tradition for Thanksgiving. It's just the same old. Well, mostly I eat with my mom, or
Yeah.
then I go across the street and eat with my neighbor. And I'm done.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I know.
No.
And after
Ain't
that,
nothing wrong with that.
I usually go to Kurt's mom house and eat. I eat like 3 or 4 times a day.
That's
what
not
I
a
used
bad
to
deal.
do. No, but like now it's just gonna be just at my mom's and probably go over Sammy's house
Yeah.
to eat Thanksgiving over there because I haven't seen Mama Rose in a couple of years and I want to see her most of all.
Yeah.
But yeah, no tradition. Only tradition I get is like if I fly home from Florida, I go straight to Publix and get my chicken tender sub. That's the only tradition. That's the only tradition I care about. As soon as I get off that fucking flight, people get the fuck out of my way. I'm beeline straight to Publix, which is like what 10 minutes away from the airport, and I'm hitting that deli line real quick, get my sub, and then I see my mom, and she already knows this. She's like, "You're probably gonna go to Publix before you even see me." I'm like, "Yep."
So that's what's happening tomorrow.
That's what's happening tomorrow.
That's
Nice.
what's happening.
Nice.
So Publix,
Nice.
Publix, you hear that? If you want to place an ad on the podcast for your chicken tender sub, you've got a spokesman right here. Speaking of,
That's
Like
right.
big time. Like
So-
Jesus Christ.
so speaking
Oh,
of that,
better yet, no, fuck that. I was like, and better yet, stop being East Coast. Spread that shit all over the United States. Come
Talk
up
to the owners
here.
That is-
Come up
Publix.
here. Make some more money, please.
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking. All right, my bad.
you're good, you're good. But beside that public sub, though, that's another thing. When you're getting into Thanksgiving, especially, I want to hear from each of the guys. What are the foods for Thanksgiving that you cannot wait for? I want to hear it.
Mm.
And I ain't talking about just the beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ham.
I knew that was coming.
So what are we waiting
Me?
on?
I'm all about the collard greens and cornbread and the homemade macaroni and cheese. You know,
Oh,
like
man.
homemade, like
Mac
all
and
the
cheese, homemade
fucking
would be
cheese.
everybody.
whew,
Yeah.
baked
So,
homemade macaroni and cheese.
Fresh.
well, shout out to my wife, Venus, because I'm sure she'll be listening to this. She is the greatest cook of all time, but she makes a mean. I'm not a big turkey guy,
Yeah.
but she makes what we call pernil, which is a pork shoulder.
Uh-huh.
Unbelievable. It melts in your mouth. That, and she makes an amazing potato salad. Those two things is what I look forward the most.
Ooh, so I'll be over there by 6:30. What? 6:30 on
There'll
Thursday?
be plenty of food because even my sister-in-law is gonna whip up a seafood mac and cheese.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Yeah.
God, tú
Yes, so-
sabes, you know what's
Ya
going
tú
on.
sabes, mi loco.
What about Kurt? Kurt, let's hear from you, bro. What you waiting on? What's the food you ready to get some of?
Ah, damn, he should have went first.
You know what? I think he did that on purpose. He's like, well, I can't answer that.
I think I can't say nothing. It just depends
Yeah.
on whatever we get from Wingstop at the time. Brando, what about you, bud?
For me, it's probably one of the desserts that get made.
Nice.
My mom has this like homemade cheesecake that she does
Oh,
that I always look
Homemade?
forward to. Yes, and there's another dessert that my sister makes. It's got like chocolate pudding and like Cool Whip and like
forgot you
all
had a
kinds of.
sister.
It's diabetes in a tray,
Sounds
but
good.
it's amazing.
Oh,
it's
that'd
worth
be-
it.
Yes,
That's what I'm saying. That sounds good to me.
yeah.
Jesus, bro. You know what I miss? And tell me if you remember it, Brando. When Pops used to make the blueberry crunch. Did you ever have any of that?
I'm sure I did.
So it's
I was over at your house all the time.
bro. So it was like this. It was like this blueberry cobbler, basically, that he made. But the way he made it just was completely unlike any cobbler. I don't know if it was just because it's his, but man, that thing used to be absolutely amazing. Which is a it's a tradition that I've started bringing down into everyone that I meet because apparently nobody ever has heard of it. Jesus.
I found the
Oh, I
dog.
guess my mic does work.
Yep. Sounds like it scared the shit out of me.
Was that the dog barking?
It
I
wasn't
hope
Megan.
so. Who else would
Oh,
it
yeah.
be?
Who let the dogs out?
I was about to say, if that was Megan, Kurt, you fucked up.
Yeah.
For real, what did you do, bro?
But yeah,
I'm sorry, I
food
was
that
not here. What'd y'all say?
Nope. You know what, Kurt? Just smile and wave. That's all you
I've
gotta
been doing that
do.
the whole show.
Kurt,
that's
just do you. Just be pretty.
Well, it's hard to do.
Just be
Yeah, I
pretty.
get-
Why he's here? What's your favorite food you're looking forward to, bro? While you're on the line.
I don't know. I had a list. I gotta find it and threw it off the table.
Oh Lord. What the? Good talk. Good talk, Kurt.
I couldn't reach the dog fast enough.
Just to let you guys know, Kurt was supposed to be the host of this episode.
No, we had that conversation way ahead of time.
No, I know. I'm just saying that full disclosure, this would have been Kurt hosting originally.
Well, that's why he changed his mind.
Yeah,
And
He knew what was gonna happen.
I was about to say, you know what? I think that he would have done a great job on this one, though. So,
Somehow I feel like sarcasm came out of you. But anyway,
no,
go ahead.
me sarcasm never.
nah, not Joey.
So, yeah, one of the foods that I've been spreading all over since I moved out of Georgia is, and which I can't believe that no one heard of this before, is rice and tomatoes. So
What?
sounds weird, but what you do, so you take stewed, and my parents would always have canned tomatoes that they can themselves. God knows what they actually put in with the actual tomatoes themselves for a little bit of seasoning that they did. But you would heat up those stewed tomatoes, and then you have white rice, and you would mix that white rice and stewed tomatoes together with a little bit of salt and pepper, and then you crumble bacon on top of it.
I mean, it's different, but it does sound tasty. I'll be honest.
Bruh.
I've never heard of it, but
Let
Just-
me tell you, it is the closest thing to heaven that you will ever be able to enjoy in your life. And especially if you put a buttermilk biscuit right next to it, oh, forget about it. Jesus.
nice.
It's next level. It is absolute next level. But at the same point in time, I know everybody has some dishes that they walk right past on that buffet table. What are the dishes that you absolutely can't stand during Thanksgiving dinner?
Well, basically, whoever had the goals or the cojones to bring a fucking healthy dish. Don't matter what it is, there's no healthy eating that day.
You got gluten-free pancakes in the morning breakfast.
Yeah. That's the bypass. Yeah.
That's a bypass, right?
Dante, you got one, bro?
Nah, I'm not a big fan of double eggs.
Oh, me neither.
I'm just being honest. I just not a big fan of it.
No. I can completely agree with you there. Deviled eggs, anything with eggs, bro. I'm not a big egg guy. Probably get
Gotcha.
persecuted on a cross for that one.
Probably.
Nah, not everybody. I mean, I like deviled eggs, but I'm not a big, I have to have eggs every day type thing.
Yeah.
Right. You like double eggs for like Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah.
Not at all.
So what about the rest of you guys?
Alrighty, Kurt's gone again.
Kurt is gone. I'm loving it. Brando, I apologize for the work that you're going to have to do on this episode. Bro. I am so sorry. Yeah,
Yes.
we can hear you.
Go ahead. What you ignore?
Dude, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, that's probably why no one can hear me. Actually, no, I'm more of a Joey Tribbiani when it comes to Thanksgiving. Anything put in front of me, I'll eat.
For those people who don't know who Joey Tribbiani is, why don't you go ahead and put like is that
How
like
you doing?
is that like an Italian equivalent of fat bastard?
And let's be honest. I know Kurt, and I know how he eats, and he is not fucking lying. That man will fucking swallow anything.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah.
pause.
Oh,
Pause.
No, I stand by what I said.
oh, well,
No, pause on the anything part though.
uh,
Again, I stand by what I said.
Everybody wants to
Wow.
know how you got that. How'd you get that third stripe again, Kurt? Was it?
Yeah.
The third stripe?
Yeah, the third. Well, the third strike, I guess.
Oh. All right.
Oh, Lord. But yeah. So Kurt, we were saying the dish you cannot stand to see. There has to be one. Just don't say one that Megan makes and you say you love during dinner.
No. I'm actually in my mind walking past the table right now. Hang on.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like he's Googling it.
So what do you see, Kurt? You're walking down the table in your mind. Tell me, what do you see on the Thanksgiving dinner table?
So you have the turkey, the ham, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese. You got a pasta salad going on.
You can
The,
take that right back out. You can
Cranberry. The what?
take that out. You could take the pasta salad and just toss it.
No, you know what? I
Oh,
like the
man.
pasta salad.
Take
I like that idea.
shit right back to
Um,
Publix where you bought it from.
Well, there's some others. There's always a new dish on the table. I never remember the name of it, man. But it's all good. My wife does a great job cooking. Her mom.
You better say that.
She's gonna listen.
Oh, I know.
Why you think I plugged my wife?
Whoa, those pauses, bro.
Well, not.
Right? Like,
I don't know.
pause.
I'm a little slow. I just caught that one.
What kind of show are we on here, bro? This ain't Howard Stern. Man, oh man. Brando, what do you hate seeing, bud?
Well, usually for Thanksgiving we have we do very small now.
Yeah.
Like it's just like my immediate family, maybe like an aunt and uncle and a couple of cousins. Like so, it's always real small. So nobody really brings anything that I don't like.
Yeah.
It's only when I go to a big family gathering.
Yeah.
That's when I get stuff that I just like. You know what? That don't look like I'm going to trust that. So I'm just going to bypass that.
Yeah, like the fucking regular salads. Yeah, I'm not.
I agree
Yeah,
with Jules
or
on
that pasta salad. I agree with Joey on that one.
Oh no, I'll dive right into that.
You want to know what too is I'm not I don't do
And
the
them double
cranberries.
eggs.
Like the cranberry sauce. I can't do it.
Yeah,
That goes
Oh, I
right
can
on
do
the turkey.
cranberry sauce.
That goes
Yeah.
right on the turkey, man.
I
The turkey
can't-
be dry as fuck. sometimes.
Exactly.
Bro, that's
Shit.
why you dip the turkey in your mashed potatoes and gravy, bro. Get that shit.
I thought you were
Yeah,
about
but-
to say ketchup.
That too.
You
My
dip
God's
everything
horrible.
in ketchup.
I will dip,
Uh,
bro. I love ketchup like I love my children, and arguably more, even. Possibly.
Damn.
damn.
Guarantee
That's a bold statement.
Ketchup on a turkey, though?
Dude,
Yeah, I don't know.
I have ate ketchup on it. Dude, I dip my pizza crust in ketchup.
This dude will eat just ketchup.
I've
I
taken
believe
my medicine with ketchup because I didn't have anything to drink one time.
That's
And
That's-
the thing is, he's
that's
not
disgusting
exaggerating.
and a little sad.
He's not exaggerating.
If I didn't have anything to drink, but I had a ketchup packet, and I want to give that 800 milligram Motrin something to slide down on, and I'm opening that ketchup packet up and I'm letting it rip, bro.
He would choose
Okay.
ketchup over going to get water.
Damn.
I didn't have the option to get water. That's the only reason I resorted to that, bro.
Mm-mm.
I forgot what was going on, but I had a ketchup packet and I was like, all right, we're doing things. We're making
Mm-mm.
moves.
I can tell you what was going on. Laziness.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
no.
Called.
Yeah. It could have been, it could have been, I don't know. I think he had the munchies.
No,
Probably.
I fully believe that he would have a ketchup packet on standby right there wherever he was.
just like Paul Blart. I got a ketchup packet in my back pocket.
You are like Paul Blart. You got these fun facts.
Listen, I Google my fun facts. He just spits them off the top of his head.
Oh my
Or
god, we gotta
watch
get
his
him a
TikTok
segue.
for his fun facts, too.
You want to get me a Segway, bro? You want to spend $600 on me? Go right ahead.
Tell me about it.
You know what? I could probably make it back on the videos of you wiping out.
Yeah. Oh Jesus! You know what? If we can get a Segway off the per 1,000 video views we get, I'll probably get a Segway in about 12 years.
Damn.
Then you got to do one of them hot dances like he did in the movie on the thing.
Oh Jesus, no. Then
No,
I'd
please.
I'd be a complete ripoff of Bert Kreischer if I start doing dances and stuff on screen. Be a complete
Mhm.
ripoff. So beside the food, we got football. Football season's in full effect. Don't everybody get too excited.
Well, I'm sorry to say I'm not a sports fanatic and I am really not a football fan. So that standing by watching the game while dinner's being prepared and all that, that doesn't happen in this house.
Who let him speak?
Yeah.
Man,
You can
Here we
take my man
go.
card. You can take my man card.
You
I mean,
don't
I'll
even-
give it a
you don't even watch soccer at least,
soccer. No,
like
What
the
is that?
other football.
It's
No.
It's tennis using your foot.
no, I don't
It's
watch
only
it.
the most popular sport in the world.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I think my wife is most grateful because I don't watch sports.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I wasn't really a sports guy until I met my girl either. And
Really?
now I know more about football than she does.
Oh, wow. No, see, I've never gotten into it, even though my son played college ball and I used to go to his games, but I never knew what was going on.
She's like,
I would just wait for the other. I would wait for the other dads to start cheering, and I'd jump in. Yeah, fucking good job.
Lewis is over there. Sweep the leg. Do it
Yeah.
Kimura. Wrong sport, bro.
Yep. I just blended in. That's all I did.
It's
Out there yelling home run.
Yeah, yeah,
It's the top of the ninth in the first quarter.
yeah. That is accurate.
Well, I
Shoot a
tell
three.
you, I know Kurt's watching football during Thanksgiving while meals getting cooked.
You damn
Oh,
right.
Damn right. That's my boy right there.
Uh-huh.
There's nothing like neglecting family time for a good American pastime.
you know what? Maybe I'll try it this year. See what happens.
So the
You
best.
should.
Well, let me explain how that goes because I'm not allowed in the kitchen, so there's only one thing left for me to do.
There's a reason you're not allowed in the kitchen.
That is true too.
I remember those burnt ass wings that I had to say I love so much so Megan didn't feel bad. Oh shit, now she's gonna hear it.
Yeah, you did.
You messed up. Yeah,
You
messed up.
said it.
It was
you
Kurt.
said it.
It was Kurt that burned the wings, though, not Megan.
Rest in peace, Joey.
It was
Yup.
Kurt that burned them. It
You
wasn't.
There's
sure?
no-
Because I'm pretty sure that Megan makes the wings on the
No.
on the Traeger.
Nope, this was Kurt did these, and Megan's like, "You burnt them," and I'm like, "No."
Yeah,
they're
this is the one I
fine."
didn't. Dante, you had Megan's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Megan does. Megan does some good ass wings.
Yes, she does.
To Kurt's defense, though, he was having an issue with the grill, doing what he wanted to do. Megan was trying to get it up to what temperature it needed to be. It was a rough time on the Traeger that night. But you know what? Fortunately for me, and Brandon knows this, where I'll eat the shit out of some burnt food. Who's with me? Can I get an amen?
Amen.
If you're
Somebody,
hungry,
Amen.
you're hungry.
somebody
Amen.
testify.
Because I will
You're
definitely do
hungry,
it.
you're hungry.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Man, especially biscuits, you get a little overly burnt bottom on that pan, bro.
I'm just throwing that at somebody. Fuck it.
Yep.
I'm not.
Joey only
I'm not
eats
eating a burnt ass
food because
biscuit.
he
I eat a
burns
burnt ass
everything
something
he
else.
cooks.
Hold up. Let's let Brandon speak his nonsense that I just heard through there.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. He only eats the burnt food because he burns everything he cooks.
Listen, that's
Ah.
not true. That's not true at all. I haven't burned anything in a long time.
Oh, you learned
Mhm.
finally.
I
Well-
burned
well-
a piece of fish that I caught from a pond, and it gave me food poisoning. And my
No,
poor dad,
you
who's no
didn't
longer
cook
with,
that long enough.
Well, let's ask the real question here. When was the last time you cooked?
I cooked yesterday. I'm gonna wind up cooking tonight.
Why are you stuttering? Why are you stuttering?
I burnt the crust on a pizza that I
You
had in
burned
like a
boiling
week
water.
ago. And it
Yeah.
wasn't even burnt really. It was just overly crispy.
So
It was
it
new-
just went from burnt to overly crispy.
It was
You burned
overly
it.
crispy. It wasn't really
You
burnt.
burned it.
Yeah, it was burned.
Listen, it's objective. Burning shit is objective.
No, it's not.
It's just different levels of burn
It's
for
a
different
chemical
people.
reaction. It's actual. It's
because-
actual.
No, I'm calling bullshit right now. It's different levels of burn.
Of burnt.
for different
So it's
people.
burnt, but it's a different level of burnt. So we're
No,
burnt, but it's different
you-
level of burnt.
You have
Burnt
golden
one.
brown. Hold the fuck on.
No, that's
I'm,
fun.
on.
I'm getting closer to the microphone for this one. You
Oh,
have
about time.
golden brown. You have
Which is not
golden brown. It's not burnt. You have crispy golden brown. Then you have crispy, and then you have well, now it gets kind of gray area because okay, you have burnt after that. So, but there's different people don't like even a little bit of crunch. So you put a little extra hard crunch on a piece of crust, somebody's gonna say it's burnt. That's bullshit. I think not.
Now with you, it's just burnt.
Yeah.
You know what? Agree to disagree. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato.
And he's done with
No,
it.
burnt is burnt.
Nope. So we'll get into what Brando said. So at least you can't burn a dessert. Well, hold up. Well, let me take that back. You can burn a dessert.
You can burn anything.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can burn anything. That's facts.
What are the desserts we want to see on the table?
Pumpkin
Apple pie.
pie, sweet potato
Yeah,
pie,
yeah.
apple pie,
Done.
coconut custard pie,
Mhm.
Yeah,
so
none
you're-
of those. None of
Cheesecake.
You're a
Cake.
pie
Mhm.
guy.
Mm-hmm. Keep going. You're on a
Um,
roll. You're on a roll.
some
Keep going.
some I wouldn't mind some Italian cookies or pastries.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's all good stuff.
Ooh. Man,
Everything that I'm not allowed to have.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Hey, this is a special occasion, so everybody's allowed to eat right on or eat well on Thanksgiving. You just might die the next day. It'll be fine.
You know what? I think it's worth it. I
It is.
concur.
It is.
Just to
We're
let you
thank-
guys
and
know,
we'll be
Brandon is not a certified physician, so
Mm-hmm.
do not take any advice he gives on that. And you know what? That gives another thing. Damn, Lewis, like,
Yeah.
you got to watch those desserts now, bud.
Yeah, no, I definitely have to stay away. It's gonna be tough, but I have willpower. I think.
I will say this though: if having a delicious Thanksgiving meal was the last thing I ever did, I could probably die happy.
Yeah, why not?
Especially you're around family, you're eating a Thanksgiving meal, like you got the desserts, so that's a pretty happy time right there. But after the dinner is over, quick question: do you stay and clean up, or do you go? You sit down on the couch? Do the women sit down and chill since they cooked everything? Like, how's it work in your house? Because we used to have, it was pretty simple. The women and all that stuff cooked in the morning, and then the evening and stuff like that. The men were the ones that kind of cleaned all the dishes, put everything away while they all got the rest of it. Is that kind of how it goes in the house? Are things different?
That's exactly how it happens in my house.
Gotcha.
My wife does all the cooking, and basically afterwards, I try to do as much cleaning as I can.
Well, in my
Not
household,
not by choice. But
in my household, I get lucky. They actually clean as they go.
Oh,
Mhm.
smart. That's how I cook. Which
nobody
is why,
likes to show off.
Oh yeah.
Just saying.
So I can continue to watch football.
Yeah, shut up. Why don't you mute your speaker again?
I might have to. It sounds like World War III back there in the room.
Well, dude, you're gonna open that door after this is done, and the shit is gonna be like a bomb.
Well, the door is open. I can see in there.
Oh, you can?
Mm-hmm. I just
All
can't
corners?
see
He's
it.
watching the battle.
All corners?
No, I see toys flying. I just don't see what's going on.
Oh, Jesus Christ. The TV's going to be cracked. The nightstand's going to be broken. There's drawers.
Well, I mean, like I said, there's no one crying. So, I mean, we're rolling.
there you
So
go.
far, so good. Okay.
So far, so good.
Well, I want to also make sure everybody knows, since we're getting so close to Christmas, that means our Christmas giveaway is going to be encroaching ever so quickly. And I want to remind everybody that they go to the Band of Bothers podcast Instagram, and there's going to be a post on there, and I'll repost where you can go like the post, comment, tag people in there, and follow the page. But your comment on that post will get you eligible for an entry into the giveaway for the first Band of Bothers merchandise. And we have a picture also attached to that post with some of the choices. And we're going to be probably doing that giveaway the third week into December, I'm thinking. So make sure you go check that out. We're also going to be planning to do a Christmas special episode as well. And I've got something a little bit different planned for that Christmas episode. I believe we're going to be having a battle of the best Christmas movies for once and for all. The debate can be settled. What is a Christmas movie? What isn't considered a Christmas movie? What are the best ones? What could you live without, or what could you not have a Christmas holiday with? So make sure we check out that coming on the podcast as well. I also want to open up the floor to anyone now if they have anything they want to give shout outs to family, friends, anything like that that may be listening to the episode, any of their friends that may have supported us. We also want to say thank you for getting us up to that next milestone.
Boy. Oh.
Yeah, well, on that note, I want to shout out my sister-in-law Bridget, who yesterday, we were talking about that. We're doing a podcast, so she quickly got on Spotify and she joined and made herself a follower, and so did my niece Brittany. So shout out to them.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. I just want to say thank you for people who made it to this episode. All our shit show, audio problems and sniffles and all that other stuff.
Yeah, that happens. Yeah.
You're here.
We're new to the game.
It'll get
like
better.
I said,
It'll get better.
It'll get better.
We're trying something, we're just having a good time. Trying to redo what we do on our party chats so people can just hear how stupid we are, but we're having a good time at the same time.
Exactly. And that's what it's all about, having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you for listening through all of it. Even if you skip some, just taking like maybe hour or two out of your day to listen to us. I just want to say thank you. It does mean a lot because it does help us down in the long run. If you want to follow, just make sure you hit that bell on Spotify so you can be updated on when an episode drops and ready to go. Yep. So yeah. That's all I can say.
And I got one too, guys. I got one too, though. Actually, a couple. I want to thank my family and friends for following. Every one of them. There's a bunch. I also got a buddy, Evan, Smokeahonis on Twitch, if y'all want to follow. He really shared and helped us out a big time on that. So I want to thank him.
How much?
And just so you know, he's actually he's an awesome dude.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really friendly guy. Really easy guy to talk to. Just want
really fun stream to watch. Yeah. Funny guy.
Absolutely.
Brandon Hugh, what you got?
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah, hi. Welcome. Welcome to the show.
Glad to hear.
Kurt, you can say nothing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I've been saying nothing.
I've been saying nothing.
It really just the same thing that y'all are saying, like just thank you to all the listeners and everything. Just continue to like the video or like the podcast, share it out, and enjoy.
Yep. You're here at the very first. You're here at the very start of everything. We literally did not talk about doing this and starting this together for a very long time. It had honestly been something that I had the idea of wanting to do for a couple of years. And then I met these guys and I was just like, you know what? I'm going to stop talking about it and be about it. We've got a few good people, funny ass people, to get something started with that I think could be something really big and really good and beneficial for a lot of people. I feel like we have a lot of personal experiences between all of us, a lot of different aspects in life that we'll be able to reach out and have people a good medium of understanding. I feel like they have someone out there that's kind of been through and maybe are in the area that they are in life right now, and we just want to we want to benefit as many people as we can during the show. And I think especially this time of year, just knowing that someone's out there, somebody has a life that they can relate to or that you can relate to. It's all about helping each other in this world. That's the only way that we've came as far as we have now, and in today's world we need it more than ever. We need to stand together. We need to pick each other up in dark times. And I feel like this podcast is going to get to the point to where we're touching a lot of people's lives. And I want to say thank you as well for everyone that's on the journey with us from the very beginning. And I'm very excited to see where it can go. So are the kids.
Well put and well said. Yes. I think the kids agree.
They do.
Yeah,
they
good.
do. But unfortunately, we're gonna call this episode a little bit earlier because family's in town. We want to have everyone have as much time with the family and enjoy that while they can. So once again, people, we want to say thank you again for watching the show. And until next time,
Have
everybody,
a great Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Enjoy.
Have a happy
happy
Eat up.
Thanksgiving.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And use your damn blinkers. Damn.
Use your
shit.
damn blinkers, everyone.